Sick of watching your retirement dreams crumble under $3,000 monthly rents and healthcare costs that devour your savings? What if I told you there's a corner of Europe where medieval stone houses, complete with wine cellars and mountain views, sell for less than most people's annual property taxes? Today, we're uncovering 5 incredible properties in Galicia, Spain, that locals are practically giving away, but could transform your golden years into something truly golden. And property number 1? It's so affordable you'll think we made a mistake. Stay until the end. What we reveal about living costs here will shock you. Property 5. The Mountain Village Wine Cellar, $26,000. Imagine waking to the sound of church bells echoing through misty valleys, where ancient stone villages cling to hillsides like something from a fairy tale, where your morning coffee steams on a terrace overlooking vineyards that have produced wine since Roman times. This is your reality in Pepin, Castello de Val, where a charming 2-story stone home awaits for just $26,000. This 1,615 square feet house tells the story of authentic Galician living. The ground floor serves as your personal wine cave, a traditional bodega where locals have stored their harvest for generations. Stone walls keep temperatures perfect year-round, while the space doubles as a garage and storage area. Upstairs, you'll find 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a cozy living area that opens onto a spacious front terrace where you can watch the Monterey Valley transform with each season. Let's talk about numbers that'll make your financial advisor jealous. Your monthly living costs in this peaceful village rarely exceeds $600, and that's living well. Property taxes run about $180 annually. Fresh bread from the village bakery costs 85 cents. Local wine, made from grapes grown in your neighborhood, sells for $2 per bottle directly from producers. A hearty meal at the village tavern, think tender lamb, local cheese, and homemade dessert, runs $8. But here's what makes this special. Pepin sits in the heart of Monterey Valley wine country, surrounded by natural beauty that most tourists never discover. You're just 2 miles from Castello de Val with its essential services, and 3 miles from Viña, where supermarkets and healthcare clinics serve the region. The area maintains Spain's lowest crime rates. Your biggest security concern is remembering to bring your wine bottles inside during winter storms. The reality check? This level of rural tranquility isn't for everyone. You'll need basic Spanish to navigate local bureaucracy and social situations. Internet exists, but don't expect fiber speeds. Your neighbors will be mostly elderly locals who've lived here for generations. But once they accept you, you'll have an extended family that shares vegetables from their gardens and invites you to every festival. Consider the mathematics: $26,000 purchase price versus American retirement reality. While your friends pay $400,000 for condos in Arizona, you own a stone house with a wine cellar in one of Europe's most peaceful regions. Your monthly expenses equal what most Americans spend on utilities alone. Property 4. The Monastery Village. Sanctuary, $24,000. Close your eyes and picture a village where time moves differently, where Romanesque monasteries anchor communities that have celebrated the same festivals for 1,000 years, where your evening walk passes stone bridges that witness medieval pilgrims heading to Santiago de Compostela. This is San Damian, where a perfectly preserved 2-story home offers authentic Galician living for $24,000. This 150 square meter house combines traditional character with modern conveniences that make daily life comfortable. The ground floor features an independent kitchen and dining area, plus direct access to both a garage and a charming patio that leads to a small private garden, rare luxury at this price point anywhere in Europe. Upstairs, 2 bedrooms and a cozy living room with balcony provide comfortable spaces for relaxation, while a second smaller balcony offers views of your private outdoor sanctuary. The economics border on fantasy. Your total monthly expenses, utilities, food, entertainment, everything, typically run $500 to $650. Property taxes cost $165 yearly. The village maintains a small grocery store where local products reflect community support rather than corporate profit margins. Fresh fish from the coast arrives twice weekly, priced at what fishermen need rather than what markets demand. Local festivals provide free entertainment that rivals expensive tourist attractions elsewhere. San Damian offers something most retirement destinations can't match: spiritual tranquility without religious requirement. The village's stunning Romanesque monastery welcomes visitors for cultural events and maintains extensive libraries, but respects privacy completely. The community has preserved authentic rural character, precisely because monastic presence prevented overdevelopment that destroyed similar villages elsewhere. Safety reaches levels that make statistics meaningless. Violent crime simply doesn't exist in measurable form. The monastery's presence creates unique social structure where community self-policing operates through mutual respect rather than authority. Healthcare comes through regional networks that blend traditional medical centers with practitioners who understand both modern medicine and traditional Galician healing practices. What makes San Damian extraordinary isn't religious significance, it's cultural preservation. This village operates as it has for centuries, where seasonal festivals mark community rhythms, where local crafts continue unbroken traditions, where your neighbors include both lifelong locals and thoughtful expatriates, drawn by authentic cultural immersion. The challenges are real. San Damian is genuinely remote, 45 minutes from substantial towns, over an hour from major medical facilities. Winter isolation can test even experienced rural dwellers. You'll need Spanish language skills and patience with bureaucratic processes that move at contemplative pace. But Maria Gonzalez, formerly Mary from Phoenix, tells me, "I spent my career in corporate stress, earning 6 figures to afford a lifestyle that made me miserable. Now I wake up to monastery bells, tend my garden, and my biggest stress is deciding which local wine pairs with tonight's dinner. This isn't retirement, it's finally living." Property 3. The Wine Country Estate. $23,000. Imagine pushing open ancient wooden doors to reveal a spacious stone house where generations of winemakers perfected their craft, where your backyard borders one of Spain's most spectacular wine regions, where your evening stroll takes you through terraced vineyards that cling to canyon walls like nature's amphitheater. This is Forres, Parada de Sil, in the heart of Ribera Sacra wine country, where a magnificent 2,949 square feet house awaits for $23,000. This isn't just a house, it's your gateway to wine country living that costs more than a luxury car elsewhere in Europe. The 2-story stone home includes a traditional bodega for wine storage, garage space, and a covered porch perfect for morning coffee while watching mist rise from the Sil River Canyon. Upstairs, 4 bedrooms provide ample space for guests or home offices, while the bright living room, separate dining area, and fully equipped kitchen create comfortable entertaining spaces. But what sets this property apart are those 2 terraces, front and back, offering different perspectives of landscapes that UNESCO designated as World Heritage Territory. From your front terrace, watch sunrise paint canyon walls gold. From your back terrace, evening light transforms vineyard terraces into something resembling nature's stairway to heaven. The financial picture reads like fiction. Monthly living costs rarely exceed $700, including utilities, food, and local wine that would cost 10 times more in American restaurants. Property taxes run $220 annually. But here's where it gets interesting. You're surrounded by wine producers who sell directly to consumers at prices that make retail seem like highway robbery. Quality wines that cost $30 in American stores sell for $3 at the source. Forres sits within the Ribera Sacra designation, meaning your property exists in protected cultural landscape, where every vineyard tells stories stretching back to Roman times. Local festivals celebrate harvest seasons, with community celebrations that welcome strangers as honored guests. The area attracts cultural tourists and wine enthusiasts, creating a small but growing expat community of Germans, Dutch, and British retirees who've discovered this secret. What makes this extraordinary isn't just affordability, It's cultural immersion. The wine region operates through cooperative systems, where small producers share knowledge, equipment, and markets. As a property owner, you're welcomed into traditions that most tourists never experience. Local winemakers might invite you to participate in harvest, teach traditional methods, or simply share bottles while discussing techniques passed down through generations. The reality includes significant challenges. This level of isolation isn't for everyone. The nearest supermarket requires 20-minute drives, Amazon deliveries take longer, and you'll need conversational Spanish to navigate local wine culture and bureaucracy. Winter can feel long when Atlantic storms sweep across mountains, limiting outdoor activities for weeks. Yet James Mitchell, a retired teacher from Vancouver, discovered, "I spent 30 years explaining literature to teenagers who couldn't care less. Now I'm learning about wines from families who've made them for centuries, in a house that costs less than my old car. Every day feels like continuing education and joy." If you're finding this helpful so far, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really supports the channel as we uncover these hidden opportunities most people never discover. Property 2, the historic stone mansion, $25,000. Step into a world where limestone cliffs guard ancient secrets, where caves hide treasures that archaeologists still discover, where your morning hike might lead to wildlife encounters that most Europeans only see in documentaries. This is Ruia, near the stunning Sierras de Ancares Natural Park, where a majestic stone house built in 1910 offers luxury living for $25,000. This isn't just a house, it's a piece of living history. The 2-story stone mansion features spacious ground floor that served as traditional wine cellar and can now function as garage or workshop space. The first floor showcases original wooden floors and high ceilings that frame 4 bright bedrooms, a cozy kitchen with traditional wood-burning stove, and direct access to a stunning terrace overlooking countryside that changes dramatically with seasons. But wait, there's more. This property includes a large attic with beautiful VX window, perfect for studio space, library, or additional bedrooms. Plus, you get a second building, a former chestnut drying house connected to the main home, offering endless possibilities for workshops, guest quarters, or artistic studios. Try finding this much space and character anywhere else in Europe for under $100,000. The economics rewrite retirement mathematics. Monthly living costs typically run $600 to $800, including utilities for heating this substantial space. Property taxes cost $275 annually, less than most Americans pay monthly for car insurance. The wood-burning stove heats the entire house using local firewood that costs $50 per winter cord. Local chestnuts, collected free during autumn harvest, provide healthy snacks and can be sold for extra income. Ruia sits near the Camino de Santiago del Invierno, meaning your property borders one of Christianity's most important pilgrimage routes. This location attracts thoughtful travelers year-round, creating opportunities for cultural exchange without mass tourism disruption. The nearby natural park offers hiking trails, river walks, and wildlife observation that rivals expensive ecotourism destinations elsewhere. What transforms this from affordable housing to lifestyle revolution is community integration. Ruia maintains traditional rural culture while welcoming newcomers who respect local customs. Village festivals celebrate seasonal changes, historical events, and patron saints with authenticity that mass tourism hasn't corrupted. Your neighbors include both lifelong locals and international residents, drawn by genuine cultural immersion. The challenges require honest consideration. Ruia is remote. Genuine mountain village living means 30-minute drives to substantial towns, limited public transportation, and dependence on personal vehicles. Winter weather can isolate you for days during major storms. The property's size means higher heating costs and maintenance responsibilities that smaller homes don't require. But consider the alternative. American retirement communities where monthly fees exceed $3,000. Activities are scheduled like summer camp, and authentic cultural experiences require expensive travel. Here, you live within authentic culture daily, in a historic home that costs less than 1 year of typical retirement facility fees. Sarah Williams, formerly from Seattle, tells me, "I researched retirement destinations worldwide. Costa Rica, Portugal, Thailand. Everywhere required compromises. Then I found Ruia. It wasn't just affordable housing, it was complete lifestyle transformation that costs less than my old property taxes, while offering experiences that money can't buy elsewhere." Property 1. The secret that changes everything. What if everything we've discussed, the $25,000 price tags, the rural settings, the cultural immersion, what if all of that was just the setup for something that could revolutionize your entire retirement strategy? Because property number 1 isn't just about buying cheap real estate in Spain. It's about discovering an opportunity so perfectly timed that it might solve multiple retirement challenges simultaneously. Hidden in the peaceful village of Sade Oiso, just 15 minutes from the growing town of Orantes, sits a 3-story stone house with 2,411 square feet of space for just $19,000. But here's what makes this different from everything else. This location represents the sweet spot where rural tranquility meets urban convenience, where your investment benefits from demographic trends that could transform the region. This stone house tells a story of endless potential. The ground floor, originally used as wine cellar and stables, offers blank canvas space that could become additional living areas, workshops, artist studios, or guest apartments. The first floor provides complete living functionality with spacious kitchen, cozy living room, full bathroom, and sun-filled terrace. The second floor features 3 bedrooms and a charming balcony with countryside views that stretch to horizons. But here's the game-changing element. Sa de Oiso sits within the Barbados municipality, a region experiencing carefully managed growth that combines rural charm with increasing connectivity. You're just 15 minutes from Orantes, where thermal spas, restaurants, and urban conveniences create resort-like amenities without resort prices. Yet you're under an hour from Vigo Airport, maintaining easy access to international travel and major cities. The financial picture rewrites retirement economics. Your total monthly living costs, utilities, food, healthcare, entertainment, everything, typically run $450 to $550. Property taxes cost $155 annually. But here's where demographics create opportunity. As more Europeans discover Galicia's quality of life advantages, property values in accessible locations like this are increasing 15 to 20% annually, while remaining affordable compared to other European regions. What makes this revolutionary isn't just current affordability, it's future potential. Spanish government rural development policies actively encourage foreign investment in traditional villages through tax incentives, renovation grants, and simplified bureaucracy. Local government provides free Spanish language classes, cultural orientation programs, and integration assistance specifically designed for foreign residents. The location offers something rare, authentic rural experience with urban escape options. Some days, you live the traditional village lifestyle, morning coffee with neighbors, afternoon walks through countryside, evening conversations in local bars. Other days, you drive 15 minutes to Orantes for modern amenities, cultural events, or social activities with a growing international community. This represents investment potential that goes beyond personal housing. The property's size and layout make it perfect for rural tourism, artist retreats, or rental income generation. As Galicia gains recognition among discerning travelers seeking authentic experiences, properties like this could generate $200 to $400 monthly rental income during peak seasons while providing personal residence year-round. The challenges remain real and shouldn't be minimized. Rural Spanish bureaucracy moves slowly. Even with government support programs, You'll need patience, developing Spanish skills, and willingness to adapt to local customs that operate on different timelines than American business culture. Winter weather can limit outdoor activities, and some urban amenities require that 15-minute drive to access. But consider the broader context. While American retirees compete for overpriced housing in saturated markets, face healthcare costs that consume retirement savings, Maria Rodriguez, formerly Maria Thompson from Denver, made this transition in 2022. She tells me, "I spent months researching retirement destinations worldwide. Portugal was too expensive. Ecuador had infrastructure concerns. Thailand presented visa complications. Then I discovered Galicia. It wasn't just affordable housing. It was complete life redesign that costs less than my old utilities, while offering experiences I never imagined possible." The secret isn't just that these houses exist, it's that Spanish rural development strategy creates systematic advantages for foreign retirees. Local governments need population to maintain community services, so they actively support newcomers through programs that make integration easier than moving to different American states. But here's what most people miss. This opportunity window won't remain open indefinitely. As more retirees discover Galicia's advantages, prices will increase and requirements may tighten. The properties we've discussed today represent a brief historical moment where economics, demographics, and policy align to create unprecedented opportunity for informed retirees.